What's up, guys? Iceman here. Wake up! To Diablo 4. So, my Druid right now is level 39, and I just now turned the difficulty down to World Tier 1. Because, truth be told, I was getting my ass kicked. And I'm nowhere near finished with the campaign, to my understanding. I am taking this very slow. This is indeed a spiritual journey. And I am going with the Lightning Druid. Granted, I found a few items that benefit shape-shifting, but I'm just not going there yet. I also haven't extracted a single legendary affix, because you level so fast, where your rare, or legendary for that matter, is just going to become obsolete. So it's very hard for me to want to pull an extract from something, to put it on a rare, only for a few levels later, it's just not going to be doing enough damage, or enough defense, for that matter. So that's kind of the predicament that I'm in. And do you guys struggle with that? Or am I just too damn cheap? Where what I'm kind of looking to do is save my legendaries until I'm max level, and then I can use the aspects on good gear that's not going to be done away with a few levels, or not a few levels later, because there won't be levels to gain then. Except for Paragon, which isn't going to affect the level of the gear itself. So the gear is no longer going to be leveling. You know what I mean? So it's just hard for me to pull stuff from these things. Maybe I should anyway. I have some really cool ones, but nonetheless. That's what I have to say about that, and I am curious what you guys are doing, because I don't have a single affix on this frickin' gear, except for this one legendary here that came with it. But I do appreciate you guys coming by. This is my Diablo 4 channel, and if you will like this damn video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the page, and hit the bell so you're notified next time I post a video. It's been a pretty damn good time thus far. So what I wanted to show off is this skill called Blood Howl with the Druid. And yeah, mine is only ranked 1, and I do have 1 rank from gear. So there is that benefit. But I really, that's another thing that I'm kind of dealing with here is it really worth leveling up these skills in themselves? I think it is going to be once you have all the other shit figured out, the little modifiers and this and that, then I guess at that point you might as well start leveling up your skills. But do I really want to pour more skills into, say, Lightning Storm, or more skill points, when right now it's doing 368 damage per strike, and if I give it another rank, it's going to be doing 401. So like 33 more damage or something like that. 33 more damage when my attack power, or damage rather, to my understanding, is 700. It's very minimal of an increase. It seems like you'd be better off just going elsewhere, like things that give you like 5% enhanced damage or whatever, or prioritizing other things, but I don't know. Maybe I'm off on that. It has been working out quite well, I think, because, again, my Druid is level 39, and I just now turned it down to World Tier 1. I was going veteran mode all the way up until now, and I could have gone further, especially if I pull extracts from the legendaries. But like I said, I'm kind of suspicious on doing that. But I think I'm going to on a few things, and I'm curious what you guys have to say about that if you've been pulling the aspects from your legendaries and using them as you level up. Because doesn't that shit just go obsolete after like 4 or 5 levels at the most? Let me know in the comments. But nonetheless, Blood Howl is a skill that I started using when I was getting my ass handed to me. At that point, I had all the same other skills: Earthen Bulwark, Hurricane, Cataclysm, Storm Strike, and Lightning Storm. I had all these skills, right? But instead of Blood Howl, I had Cyclone Armor, because I was like, oh, cool, another defensive skill. Let's do Cyclone Armor, and that's that. You know, some damage reduction there, a little bit of knockback, this and that, even more damage reduction, things like that. And you can, of course, modify it. Which I might want to look into. Vulnerable for these, very nice. But the problem is I was dying, and I'd run out of potions, because of course you can only hold 4 potions in total. I don't know if you can change that. I don't think you can. Now, I do have to go upgrade this shit. In fact, it's probably well worth it. At the Alchemist. Okay, I will be hitting the Alchemist after this video. I'm curious what they have to say, but curious what they have to say over there. So, basically, I was getting my ass kicked, and I found a piece of gear that allowed for me to gain damage or something X amount of seconds after using Blood Howl. Like, it was critical strike chance, I think, up to like maybe 3 or 4 seconds after using Blood Howl. I thought that was pretty significant, so I was like, okay, I'm going to put Blood Howl here. And lo and behold, it ended up saving my ass. Because this is a heal spell or something, is what it does anyway. I don't think it's called a heal spell. Let's take a look. It's under the defensive skills. But yeah, I was quite surprised how I ended up surviving a hell of a lot more. So once I got rid of that legendary that gave me more damage after using Blood Howl, I still used it. 15-second cooldown. Shapeshift into a werewolf and howl furiously, healing you for 21.8% of your maximum life, which is 152 here. Very handy how they show you all those little tooltips if you wanted to. And then I modified it once. Kills reduce the cooldown of Blood Howl by 1 second. So the more you kill, the more you're going to be able to howl. The more you howl, the more you're going to regenerate your life, as well as spirit, which is the last node that I chose. Innate Blood Howl. Blood Howl also generates 20 spirit. So I was very pleased with that because, as mentioned in my previous videos, the spiritual journey with the Storm Druid is keeping that damn spirit up. All right? I don't know if he has a problem keeping other things up, but he does have a problem keeping his spirit up. And as far as I can tell right now, there's no pill that's going to temporarily solve that problem. So this is very helpful. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, 20 spirit, but my max spirit is only 116. So it's significant. But check this out. Here's the Blood Howl. Looks cool. You shapeshift into the wolf. But then as soon as I attack, he switches out of the wolf. So basically what I do, I'm casting that all the time. Because as you're fighting, you're losing your spirit. So like right now, even if I'm not by enemies, it is going to waste the life regen, but it's going to give me more spirit. You see that? And then as soon as I attack, he shifts back into his human form because I am using Storm Strike as my main skill. But let me show you some of this in action. And we'll see how fast it cools down from hitting enemies. Yeah, I like this cavern. I wanted to go find an icy one before making the video. And here's there's Cataclysm, epic skill. I'm kind of surprised how those what are they called? The right up here, ultimate skills. It's kind of surprised how they actually don't do a ton of damage like what you get in Diablo 3, where it just clears the screen. Basically, your build is centered around it, which is a good thing, I think, that it's not going in that direction. Because what it is doing is it's pretty much supplementary, where it's nice to have going on. It gives you a little boost, but not a crazy boost. So it's nice, and yeah, it is a cool looking skill, and it does get cooled down as I hit things with lightning. You might see it cool down. Oh my god! Look at how fast I can Blood Howl. I can do it again because I just killed so much shit. And you'll almost not even notice you doing it while you're in combat, because he does it so fast, and then you just go right back into lightning strikes, to where he shapeshifts right back. But he can do it while I think he can do it while he's attacking. There might be a very, very slight interruption. But yeah, what an epic skill. And I don't know if that's how a lot of the classes are, where they have healing skills of a sort. If that is the case, I suppose it is good having a barrier as well as a healing skill. But I found that to be damn near essential to have that. And Blood Howl might be where it's at. I'll see what the bear one is in just a moment. Because there is a bear howl as well. Oh, looks like little Woofy. Little Woofy wants to get back in her den. Go ahead, Woofy. Here's a big thickie. Hear that big thickie? I need to extract some damn legendary things, though, and imprint them on my items, because as mentioned, I have another. Oh, my God! Okay. Shepherd's Totemic Staff. Totemic. Let me know how you say that in the comments below. Plus 18 damage per second, it looks like. 466 item power. Let's see what the mods are. 18% damage to crowd-controlled enemies. 24% damage to distant enemies. Which I think is good for this build, in fact, because I do a lot of my lightning strikes at a distance. Very nice, I just found a legendary. 21% vulnerable damage. Oh my god, and that is great! Because I have this build centered around making enemies vulnerable. Because it triggers spirit regen for me via this key passive, Perfect Storm. Where storm skills that you cast grant 1 spirit and deal 15% increased damage when damaging a vulnerable, immobilized, or slowed enemy. So I've been very much prioritizing vulnerable, immobilize, and slowed affixes or aspects or whatever with this whole build. If you look throughout my passives, like here's one, for example, Electric Shock. Dealing lightning damage to enemies has up to a 15% chance to immobilize them for 3.13 seconds. And I maxed that shit out. Which was very nice, because now it's 3. See, it was 10 before that, and then I popped another one there, 15. So a massive increase. A lot of spirit regen. But let's see what else this thing does. 36% overpower damage. Lucky hit up to a 8% chance to execute non-injured elites. Oh my goodness. Execute them. Jeez. Oh, 2 sockets. Core skills deal an additional 12% damage. Oh no! For each active companion. And my experience thus far is companions suck big you-know-what. Maybe there's a build around it. I don't know. I haven't been looking too much into builds, this and that, or I've been avoiding watching other content because I'm taking this journey slow, and I don't want to spoil shit for myself. But I mean, I probably will research just a little tiny bit on the internet. I'll see if there's like a viable summon build or whatever. But damn, that kind of sucks. But it is more damage for me for now. So I will be replacing it soon because I am not a companion build. I mean, maybe it'd be worth for me to switch something out with a companion, but it seems like you'd want to have maybe at least 2. So here's the core skill. Mine is Lightning Storm, so that's like my main skill. That would be very helpful. 12% damage for each companion active. Yeah, that could be a lot, because like with the Wolf, for example, you have 2 companions at the start. And of course, there are other gear that modify it where you can have 2 out, I think, or 3 out, and perhaps more. But yeah, check this out. Look at the spirit regen. It's pretty good. I shouldn't have grabbed this shrine, but so be it. Because I'm kind of trying to showcase my build and how it performs. This just is something beside all that. But at least I can kill a lot of shit, maybe find another item. Last for a minute. Where are the enemies? Destroy the skeletal construct. Yeah, really liking this lightning build though. I will try a bear build eventually. Maybe even a wolf build. I found legendaries that benefit both. But when you have a lot of enemies on the screen is really when you can regen the most spirit. And there's the Cataclysm again. Yeah, I love the visuals of that skill. Tornadoes and shit everywhere. Looking forward to see what Paragon is like. Maybe modifying some of the stuff I'm currently using. But it's been a damn good time, and I am curious what your journey is like in Diablo 4. Are you rushing it? Have you already beat the damn game? Are you kind of where I'm at? What's your opinion on it as well, compared to Diablo 2, compared to Diablo 3, if you will, and I suppose compared to Diablo Immortal, or Diablo 1 even for that matter, but I am curious, where do you guys kind of like rank this game? And what do you feel like, what do you think it feels like the most? Do you think there's a lot of potential? I mean, with what they did with Diablo 3, they did a lot to it over the years. So I think, from what I've seen so far, this is actually a really good time. All sorts of customization, especially if you're taking a spiritual journey like I am, where you're not just, you know, going online and trying to read what is the most optimal here and there for everything. If you're kind of trying to figure it out on your own, it definitely makes for a good journey. Oh my god! Oh! And it's one-handed! Basic skills. This is going to be good. Okay, so, because I'm going to pop this on, and it's a cool-looking axe. Look at the visual of that axe. I know the items and the art for them has received some criticism, some heavy criticism, but this is actually a pretty cool-looking axe right there. I wouldn't mind if it were bigger, like if it like stuck out beyond the border. I wish they would do that, because then they just feel more hefty when they do that. Okay, rapid bearded axe. And a bearded axe in D4 is apparently one-handed, whereas in Diablo 2, I think it's an exceptional item. Exceptional broadaxe or something. And it's two-handed. 465 item power. 16.5% damage to healthy enemies. 22.5% overpower damage. 7% damage over time. 10.5% damage to distant enemies, once again. 35 willpower. I'll have to look up what all this shit is. The hell is willpower? I should know this by now. Increases skill damage by 10%. Improves healing received by 10%. Increases overpower damage by 25%. Oh my god. That sounds good. And then most notably of this, basic skills gain 19% attack speed. So that will be great. Now I can put on my offhand again, which is this little guy right here. 690 compared to 6. So I'm doing barely less damage per hit. But I have two affixes now that I can actually use. And with the staff one, I wasn't using that one because I didn't have any companions out. So I lost just a little tiny bit of damage. Not much at all, like 3 damage or something. And what I gain though is basic skills gain 19% attack speed, and casting a storm skill grants your earth skills 33% critical strike damage for 4 seconds, and casting an earth skill increases the critical strike chance of storm skills by 8.8% for 4 seconds. Okay, so, and my basic skills, of course the first one's up here. Basic skills, and I'm using Storm Strike, where electricity gathers around your weapon, dealing 134 damage to your target and chaining up to 3 surrounding enemies, dealing 20% less damage each time it chains. You gain 25% damage reduction for 3 seconds after dealing damage with Storm Strike. And then I modified it a couple times. Storm Strike has a 15% chance to immobilize all enemies for 2.6 seconds. As mentioned, I wanted to immobilize enemies or whatever else vulnerable them, so I can regen more spirit. And then Storm Strike has a 50% chance to make enemies vulnerable for 3 seconds. So, all of which I'm really trying to go in that direction, to make enemies vulnerable or immobilized or whatever the third one was. Chilled or something. Slowed. Slowed, I think is what it was. But notice now, I should be doing a lot more damage. Oh my god, my basic is so much faster. Oh my god, look at the, look at the thing. Yeah, look at the thing. Look at the spirit regen. Oh my god. It's hideous. No, don't die. No, don't die. Not gonna die. It's fine. Just being a little busy here. Bloodhowl again. Oh my god. This is hideous. Look at the damage. My holy freaking toad. Rares. Oh, that's still more damage. Is it? Yeah, it's still more damage already. That's what I'm saying, because that offhand is so freaking dated. The offhand I found so many levels ago. Level 25 required. Whereas this axe requires level 30. But, yeah, the offhand is dated, you know? But I still like that affix. But I'm just... Is it worth it? Is it worth it when you're leveling so fast? To keep imprinting. No, I hate wasting shit. Never liked... I've always been cheap and everything. In my life. Including Diablo. So it's like... I don't want to waste that shit. But let me know, is it... Do you use it for a while? And it's just gonna be wasted, right? After you overcome that item with just basic rares and shit, or just doing... just damage and defense to the point where it's just no longer reasonable to use that old rare that you imprinted a legendary affix on. Oh my god! Oh, okay, I have a shrine, that's why. Oh, it cut the things in half. Oh my god! I mean, there's, I haven't gotten... I think I'm in Act 2. I can't even tell. Where the hell does it say what act you're in? I think I'm in Act 2. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Can someone tell me if I'm in Act 2? Is this Act 2? Ted Bardu? Is that Act 2? Can someone let me know in the comments? I think I might be in Act 2, but there wasn't like Diablo 2 where there's like a cinematic and it says Act 2 and all of a sudden you're in the desert, you know? Like I was just walking around and shit. And like, I was like, wait, did I just find Act 2 or something? I don't get it. I might have had a boss fight, but I am curious if someone can please explain that to me in the comments. Because like I said, I'm not really watching much D4 content because I don't want to spoil shit. Oh my god! All right, there's a treasure golem. I think it is. I don't think it's a bad thing they brought those guys back, because it is kind of a good time chasing them around. And you never know what you're gonna get. Little happy ending here and there. Yes, I don't mind the treasure goblins. Old D3, the D3 thing. Come on, buddy. Okay, let's cataclysm that ass. Let's see how much. I mean, it misses, you know. I think it's really only good for. Oh my god! I think it's really only good for big crowds. I don't know how effective Cataclysm is for single target. Maybe there's shit that makes like the tornadoes seek them out and all that. Paragon or gear, legendary stuff, you know, that makes the tornadoes seek out enemies more. Or even the lightning strikes for that matter. Because it just seems to be utter chaos. Alright, and I will check out that ring. There you are. Cute little thing. Overcharged Thurkle. I'm excited. I'm not going to read the legendary reference. 15.6 cold resist, 15.6 fire resist, 6% barrier generation, 10% damage to close enemies, 6% damage over time, 10.5 damage to stunned enemies. That's good. Up to a 14% chance when dealing lightning damage to overload the target for 3 seconds. What the hell does that mean? Oh my god. Causing any direct damage you deal to them to pulse 504 additional damage to surround. Oh my god! Now this is the best one yet that I found. I'm quite sure of it. Jeez! Okay. Alright, let's see how it acts now. What I also find kind of strange is how, like, you can pinpoint stuff in the dungeons, but it doesn't give you the little GPS thing. Is that intentional? Do they not want you to really know your way around the dungeon so much or something? Or why don't... Oh, gosh. Oh, this sucks. Now I'm not going to be able to really test out the ring because there's not many surrounding enemies. Kaharza Abomination. Yeah, I really look forward to trying out that ring. And stay tuned for my next video for that. Look at this, I'm just kicking his ass. Now that I turned down the worlds here. Come on, buddy. He thick. I'll give him that. He thick. He thick. Other than that, Karza Den in Diablo 3, that kind of resembles... maybe it resembles the enemies in there. I can't remember, but they were kind of like goatish. I think they might have been kind of goatish. Let's see. I mean, I'm surprised I found how many freaking legendaries here. 3. Oh, darn. Let's hoping for another. What? Skip it for a second. Upgrade. Do you guys spend a lot of time reading just the little stats on things? I'm kind of curious. Oh, gosh. Plus 20. See, it's getting to the point where I might want to replace that damn thing. Yeah, but this is going to be a freaking hog. I think I'll save that for my next video. I appreciate you guys coming by. Once again, if you will, like this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the page, hit the bell so you're notified next time I post a video, and blessings to ye. Peace be with you.